Know who you are and speak that over your life, and that will help your spirit to connect, with what is ahead of you.
Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Sinister are powered up to share their expertise on the business end.
Welcome to another episode of The Business End. And we are in for an exciting show today. Today we have with us a distinguished man of God. But before we get to that, let's welcome the Apostle Courtney McLean. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. It's great to be back.
Great to be
I feel like I've been out for a while.
But never far. Yes. We want to tell listeners and viewers that here on The Business End, we provide real and practical solutions to advance your business forward. And today is no different. It promises to be an exciting conversation. And we have in studio with us a distinguished man of God. He is the founder and CEO of Acacia Coaching and Mentorship Services. Guess what? He's also a gospel recording artist. He is the pastor of Worship and Faith International Fellowship at the Kingston branch. That is the summit. He is, like I tell you, a man of God, man that is after God's heart. He is also a man that is an advocate for multiple streams of income. And today it promises to be an exciting conversation. Welcome to Pastor Michael Malachi Taylor. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much, sir. It's truly a blessing and honor to be here, with Apostle and you, man of God. It's a blessing. I'm excited.
We are excited to have you, sir.
Excited.
How are you feeling, Apostle?
I'm feeling exciting too. Yes. I'm excited too. I'm interested. I'm curious about the name.
Yeah. Curious about the name.
Okay. Is it Acacia?
It's Acacia. It's Acacia.
What's that?
I was driving, right throughout the COVID season there. I was driving and I saw that the maca tree was one of those trees that withstood hard times, difficult times. And the Lord said to me, you should have a business that, regardless of the time, what's happening in the season, it can stand.
Wow.
So I started Acacia because it's actually an acacia tree. So it's an African tree. And it's really what we call kasha, maca. Yeah, but it's an African tree, and in Africa it stands the test of time, of the seasons. So that's how the name came about.
And standing the test of time. Surely Pastor Taylor has been standing the test of time. And so let's tell us, what is the range of services does Acacia mentorship and services provide? And of course, we know you are involved in the music industry. Just explain to us that also.
Indeed, the mission really is to, have a theme which is my big area, audacious goal is to inspire the world to become great.
Yeah.
So the services we offer is, number one, primarily to help the total man, but of course we offer services as it relates to the soul. Practical steps to freedom. It's a very, very important aspect of humanity, which we tend not to focus on until we get into problems. But I've been helping persons across the world with their spirituality, how to overcome addictions, how to overcome, oppressions, stuff like that. So that aspect of it is a big role there at Acacia, and also as it relates to, wire to win, organizing your life, structuring your life, being activated into purpose. And that's a big thing that we have been doing, helping persons to become activated.
Yeah.
Because you come in this world, and especially the environment that you live in, you were not cultured, to win, have a winning mentality, So you know, through the connection through Wired to Win, you know, the coaching services, you know, were birthed, and it was from that, you know, everything came together, and it's coming together stronger than ever, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but as a gospel artist, how has that been for you? Because I know
Yeah.
that your involvement is not just doing the music, your involvement spans
Yes.
wider and deeper.
And you know, it has brought a different side of me, because when I go there, I see individuals, and I've been coaching them, you know, and I realize that, you know, all of these things that I've been through have helped me now to coach, you know, gospel artists. And there are several of them that I've coached along the way.
Yeah.
You know, one of my newest, well, I wouldn't say new, but I've been coaching him for a long time. It's just that I haven't really, it was never formal.
Yes.
But, you know, Truth is one of those youngsters that is doing extremely well now, and over the years I've helped him with so many different stuff, you know. So there are others too that I'm helping to, you know, maintain a standard, organize themselves, and, you know, go there and make impact, you know. So that's what has happened, been
I'm listening to you. You're a pastor.
Yes.
You are a recording artist,
Yes, sir.
and you're a coach. What led you to formalize this coaching arm of what you do? Because, I mean, people just go out there and they help people, but they don't have
Yeah.
a structured way of doing it. What inspired you to create that kind of a structured framework where you mentor people, and this is now a business, a coaching business?
Yes.
What inspired you to do that?
Well, number one, people were reaching out to me. And one lady said to me, first she said to me, I'll pay you. You know, and I said, okay. You know, so it started from there, and then came Wire to Win, which brought the formal structure of everything. You know, so I was now able to formalize everything and, you know, get my team on board. And it's very important, you know, because the world needs our help, but we have to be positioned to help them. And formalizing it is really positioning myself so that I can effectively serve, you know, various different communities, various different businesses. People need help out there. It's just to formalize it.
Do you find that people honor a more structured and professional relationship in terms of mentoring, mentorship, and in terms of counseling, as opposed to a haphazard way of doing it?
Definitely, because, you know, men tend to just want to just talk to you, or, you know, normally a lot of men don't seek out mentorship until there's a relationship issue. But when you put the formal thing before them, it really helps to manifest results. You know, it's not a one-off thing when you feel like, oh, you're in depression now. No, we are going on a journey, and after this journey, we are going to measure the things that we have accomplished.
Yes.
So, you know, from that formalized system, that's what we have been able to accomplish. You know.
Yes, so I hear you speaking about the total man, where you are embarking on a journey of bringing persons along into a winning strategy, a
Yes.
winning formula for them to win at
win.
life. What are some of the other strategies that you would have want to share with our business persons that will help them to grow their business?
Well, one of the things I will tell persons is build your business out of purpose.
Yes.
You know, not solely just to earn money. If you build it like that, you're going to, it's not going to go as far as you want it to go.
Yes.
Because when tough times come,
Yeah.
you're still doing it.
Yes.
You know, you're still doing it, you know. You know, I've had clients before that didn't pay me.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But it doesn't faze me, you know,
Yeah.
I'm still going, you know, and when you do that, you know, over time you realize that it becomes it is a strong foundation
Yes.
towards success.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You know that's a good point there. So you have clients who they have not paid you, but that doesn't negate the fact that you're still in business.
That's
You're
right.
still touching lives. You didn't allow that to derail you. Now, with that said, I want to know, how do you measure success? What's your perspective on success in business? What would you consider to be success?
Well, success in business for me is the ability to build a business so much that it is a source for many lives. You know, my level of success has not really come yet. Yes, I've hit some great targets, you know, and I've seen some great things happen, and I've reached some levels, but I'm looking at 500 people,
Yeah.
working for me, stuff like that, I would say is a great measurement, to say that, you have become successful in business when you realize that, it is a source for many other families. Many other families is depending on that business.
What I like about that answer, Apostle, is that many times persons start business with the immediate need, the immediate goals. But here you have Pastor Taylor saying to us that his level of success, or his measure of success, is how many lives that he has impacted. How many lives he has impacted positively. I guess that's the coach in him.
I guess so.
Yeah.
What are some of the obstacles that you would have faced as a coach, as a businessman, as a recording artist? You're out there, you're doing business, you're seeking to impact lives. What are some of the obstacles that you have encountered?
Yes, well, some of the obstacles, maybe you may launch something not in the timing that you want to, that you'll reap the big effect, So you may launch a series or something and you don't see the crowd coming in, but, stuff like that, would be some of the challenges. Having the right system in place. So there are times that you would have to revisit the system, organize how people get registered, stuff like that to make it at ease, and marketing and stuff like that. You have to ensure that you work on marketing, getting the product out there, letting people know that you have something good for them, So, those would be some of the challenges. But as I said, continuously working on it, measuring it as you go along, do the SWOT analysis, figure out stuff, what's working and what's not working, and make those changes, and eventually growth, growth.
Yeah. So, Pastor, you're going to tell us, you don't go through discouragement, you don't go through any feeling of being overwhelmed, because you are anointed. You're anointed.
Well, Elijah was one of those persons that faced that. Of course, we go through those challenges, and sometimes you are at that place where you feel like you want to give up, but being with the people, knowing their needs, coming across individuals who you recognize that they need your help.
Yeah.
And then one other thing too is sometimes you meet some people far away and how they value what you have. And you recognize that, hey, you can't give up on what you have. The world out there is waiting on you. So, continuing, regardless. It doesn't mean that, everything is going to be smooth sailing. But being focused, fight the good fight, knowing that, this is what you are called to do, those are some of the things that help me to push along, And having good people around you, man, I have people around me that says, sir, we need this, you need to do this, we need to, So that kind of encouragement really helps me.
That's good.
Speaking of persons around you, sir, I know you're an advocate for multiple streams of income.
Yes, sir.
So how do you manage in terms of your administration of so many businesses, and how do you market them?
Well, your influence is a good thing,
Yes.
Along the way, you get people to follow you that will hold your hand up because they see the vision and they believe
Yes.
in the vision, and that wouldn't come if you did stop along the way.
Yeah.
And as you make impact, some of the people that you coach end up becoming runners with you as well.
Yeah.
Some of the people that you poured into, they say, yeah, I'm going to help with this now.
Yeah.
So, those are some of the ways,
Yeah.
we help to make it happen.
And that's the mark of true leadership.
Yes.
When you push, you pour out, and you see those you have poured into, they have come to a place where they are now running alongside you.
Yes.
And there are many persons out there, they are threatened by that. You shouldn't be threatened. You should be very, very encouraged. When you see people you have poured into,
Yeah.
they have come to a place where they are now making impact. They are making a difference. And we want to encourage leaders out there. We want to encourage business owners out there that raise people up. Now, evangelists, within 1 to 2 minutes, Pastor, excuse me, the evangelist thing is still in me,
Yes.
Pastor Michael
No problem.
Malachi. I want for you to speak a word in someone's life
Yes.
who might be struggling in their business, and or the person might be hesitant to go into business. What word, as a man of God,
Yes.
and as a business owner, what word would you want to speak in that person's heart right now?
Well, I would say to that person out there, get up and speak to yourself.
Mm.
Sometimes you have to look in the mirror and believe in you
Mhm.
before anybody else believes in you.
Mhm.
When I just started music, there were producers that they just sit down and just they weren't interested, but I believed in myself. And that one of the things that I did was to rename myself. I renamed myself, and it had a meaning behind it. I'm God's messenger. Know who you are and speak that over your life. I'm a business owner, and that will help your spirit to connect, with what is ahead of you. So you have got to speak over yourself, speak over your life, write a declaration, put it before you, have your vision before you. These things will help, to propel you, to remind yourself that you are great.
So what's next for
Well-
you, Pastor Michael Malachi Taylor?
Bless you, man. I'm producing more,
Yeah.
So, there are more coaching sessions that I'll have, more group sessions. I have a 3 hours of intercessory prayer thing this month,
Yes.
so every single month
Yes.
I'll have something,
Yes.
to connect with the world, people out there that need help, creating those systems. And of course, producing music, just keep producing,
Yes. Yes.
I'm just doing
Yeah.
everything I was called to do
Called
here
to
on
do.
earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw you release something out of Ghana. Yourself collaborating
Kenya,
with somebody.
Kenya.
What kind of business? You're going
He's
on,
expanding
Yes,
global
man.
impact.
I love it.
Yes,
I think you have bigness inside of you. It's
Yes,
like
sir.
you're never satisfied. Something is always pushing you
Yes,
for
sir.
more, to reach
Yes,
more, to
yes,
touch more.
yes.
We commend you on what you're doing.
Thanks, Dad.
And I want everybody online and on radio, listen, man, God is the God of bigness. And, people like to say, I'm doing a small thing in a corner. God wants for you to expand. The more you expand, the more persons you are able to reach, the more persons you are able to impact, and many times the more persons you are able to employ. And so God wants for you to take that business to a whole new dimension. And we're challenging you. We're challenging you. Take it higher and take it further. Can persons reach in touch with you if they want to get in touch with
Well, they can reach out
you for coaching, mentorship, booking, whatever?
right away. They can reach out to 876-818-0270 or Acacia Mentorship at gmail.com. So you can reach out to me at 876-818-0270.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you,
Bless
Pastor
you,
Michael,
my
the business
pastor.
coach. Yeah. Yeah, the mentor. We give God thanks for you. Takeaways, nuggets, gems.
Gems.
Yeah.
Let's start with declaration. He says, declare over your life positive attributes. Speak positively and watch your business grow with those manifestations that will come later.
I like the part when he said, if nobody believes in you,
Yes.
you must believe in you.
Yes.
And you must declare over yourself by virtue of that belief that you can make it. You must know that God, if nobody else believes that God called you, you must know that God called you.
He says, when you start a business, he measures success by the amount of impact you have. How many lives have you impacted? Now I wonder which business owner is sitting down right now and thinking, how many people have I impacted? Is it your immediate family? Is it your community? Is it a country? Is it the globe? Go out and impact the world. The world is waiting on what you have inside. Go out and impact the world. Is there any more positive words, Apostle?
Aye, just the grit and the determination.
Yes.
The grit that he exhibited and the determination. He's always doing something, always pushing. And I love that. I want to challenge people. Push. If you don't push, it's not going to work. If you don't pour into what God has called you to do, then don't expect the returns. I watch him working and I watch him pour into his call. And I'm seeing him reaping the returns. And it's very encouraging.
He says in his name, he will withstand the challenges. Acacia, he said, in our language, that's the maca tree. He says he will withstand whatever that comes.
Tough
And today,
seasons.
he wants you to withstand
Yeah.
whatever challenges you're facing in business and go out and never give up. You can follow us on our social at The Business End Show. We are on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. And to my Business End Show tribe, you are the best. And you continue to be your increasing best.
Increasing best.
Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Sinister are powered up to share their expertise on the business end. But don't forget to tell a friend or a colleague, and of course have your tools on hand, your notebook and your pen. Classes are in session every Tuesday, 3:30 on Gospel JA for the business end. Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Sinister await you.